It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Bridges misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Tatum. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They set the pick. Out to Brunson. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
To the inside. Towns with the steal. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So it's Boston now, following the score by New York. To the paint. Rebounded by Hart. New York with the ball. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Picked by Horford. Holiday attacking. The kick out to Brown. The second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Now Brown, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. Pass to Tatum. Out to White. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Brown. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Bridges. It's stolen by White.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Back to Tatum. Inside. And stolen by Anunoby. And now the Knicks on the break. Count that one. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for New York.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, the problem with Jason Tatum in the pick and roll is he can roll or pop, and that makes him hard to guard.
And here we go. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Brunson. Down low. Here's Bridges. They kick out to Anunoby. No good on the triple. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. "24 seconds left here in the first quarter."
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Brunson scanning the floor. Bridges outside. Towns the screen. Out left to the wing. Out to Bridges. Sinks the triple.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
The Celtics, 7.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Celtics trail by 8. And here is Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Holiday. 3-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
They set the screen. Now here's Payne. Now here's Toppin. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Simmons. And he jams it with authority.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Holiday left side. Outside Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Horford no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Payne looking around to the middle. Here's Toppin.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Tatum. Outside White. Pass to Horford. Celtics passing it around. The kick out to Tatum. Inside. Holiday. Misses the baby hook. The Knicks leading by 9. Payne with it. Still yet to score. Here's Sims. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Celtics making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Tatum. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
And that one falls for Tatum. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Knicks leading by 8. 1:12 left in the first half. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Pass to Cornette. To the inside. Tatum. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brunson with it. Picked up by Brown. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics trail by 8. Double team on Holiday. .29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Towns in the corner. Back to Brunson. Towns the screen. To the paint. Stolen by Holiday. Gets it off. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Knicks up 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 6-point lead. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Pass to Towns. At the Hart. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trailed by 7. Here's Brown. Still without a basket. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Cornette. It's rebounded by Towns. And the Knicks with possession. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Now Brown. He takes it in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
First free throw is good. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Celtics making a switch here.
Xavier Tillman, Sam Hauser, Hayden Pritchard.
Brunson outside. Driving the lane. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And here's Brunson outside. Celtics trail by 7. Inside. Here's Cornett. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Pass to Cornett. And the three ball is good. Cornett's got 7 now in this quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Brunson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
It's Brown on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Cornett. That 3 off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
The kick out to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. And that's an intentional foul. A different look for New York.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And there it is for him. And now an 8-point Knicks lead.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And they double up Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. A fader. Gets rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And both free throws good for Sims. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7
in the conference semis. With all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that Game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sims hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Sims has got 14 points.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
It's good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Back to Payne. It's kicked off. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's White. Ball stolen. Here's McBride. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the middle. Here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Payne with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Beyond the arc, drops in the tray.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
To the paint. Here's Sims. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's off on the first. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Holiday with the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You can see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
First team foul.
That free throw good from Holiday. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But, you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here's Holiday. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Out to White. Outside Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Towns. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jason Tatum. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 6. Towns the screen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Boston trailing. The kick out to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Brunson. Outside, Towns. To Brunson. Pass to Hart. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Horford with the rebound. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Poke loose. Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Now, here's Hart. Down low. And the rejection by Tatum. White, left side. Bridges with the steal. Towns with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's to Holiday. Back at 6. Over to the wing. This ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York with the ball. They trail by 1. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges, no one around him. Misses the tray. Holiday left side. Outside Tatum. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Brunson with a clean look. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd.
Nueva notificación.
Vamos allá, vamos allá.
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now here's Holiday. Knocks it down from distance.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Here's Reeves. Has to connect. Outside Reddish. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Tatum with it. Picked up by James. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Davis. And finished off by Davis.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the Lakers have possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Outside Reddish. That one falls, coming off Davis' feet.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Holiday, here we go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Hey, when in doubt, go hard to the rim. I love the mentality from Holiday. Gets him to the line.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A. And I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And here's James. There's the drive. And it's James with the jam.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
To the middle. Here's Horford. The shot no good. Davis with the defensive effort. The Lakers trail. Inside. Pass to connect. Reeves with the ball. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Now, here is James. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Superb work in the pick and roll that time by LeBron James. Such a pro at executing in these sets. Takes advantage of whatever mistake the defense makes.
Pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. And here's Horford. Outside Holiday. White on the wing. 4 on the clock. Outside Holiday. Now Brown. A shot to stop the run. Oh, misses the dunk. The Lakers lead by 4. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Now, here is James. Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Horford outside. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And the layup is good off the glass.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Here's connect. Tatum pulls it in. He got it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Los Angeles up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Now, here is James. Davis, a screen. James can't get it to go.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Outside Tatum. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's White. No made baskets yet.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Left side Reddish. To the inside. Davis. Nice D from Horford. Pass to White. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles leading by 4. Russell deciding where to go with it. Inside. Here's Koloko. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Holiday. Following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Tatum. To the middle. And Horford powers it home.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
They set the screen. Down low. Here's Koloko. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Tatum from long range. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Pass to Toure. Outside Russell. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
They get the rebound. Here's Brown. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Boston making a switch here. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
And so they foul intentionally. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Here's Horford. Excellent D there from Davis.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
James. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And that one's good. Connect.
A go-to shot for Connect. You know, he takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
James with a steal. And he lobs it up to the rim. And he throws it down with one hand.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now, here is James. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Davis. And now we've got an intentional foul. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Third team foul.
That free throw good from Davis.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
Second free throw, no good. And stolen by Reeves. To the inside. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Davis. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 15 points as this quarter concludes, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot. We know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Caruso.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Outside Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Hartenstein. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Count that one. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Brown, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Here's Dort. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Brown. Right side, White. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Now Hartenstein. After the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, his chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hands it from downtown.
Boy, Lou Dort was dialed in from distance. You give him that corner look, he's taking it.
The screen from Brown. Pass to Hauser. Down low. And Brown throws it down.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. Good D by Holiday. The deep three from Tatum. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a #2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Hartenstein.
You've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end, and Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Here's Hartenstein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Oh, that's nice. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Thunder trailing by 5. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Another shot. Back to Hartenstein. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available.
Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Here's Caruso. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Brown deciding where to go with it. Tatum a screen. Tatum on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 5. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
White, good.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Thunder trailing by 7. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Dort. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And Boston has possession. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Holiday. And Brown now atop the key. Shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. To the inside. Horford. Second chance shot. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a new group in here for the Thunder. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Over Chang. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Tatum's got 17 now.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
On the wing, Williams. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Jang.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And stolen by Wallace. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Williams. And that concludes the first half. It's the Celtics up 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boston leading by 6. Tatum deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Taken away by Williams. On the wing, Wiggins. To the wing on the left. Outside Williams. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Brown. To the left side wing. Here's Walsh. Still without a basket. Rebound by Jang. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Thunder trailing by 5. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. They are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Well, he just threw that pass up for grabs. I mean, and that's never a good idea.
How about the hands and anticipation defensively by Jaylen Brown? Part of what makes him special.
And stolen by Tatum. Now Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Brown's shot is good.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Wasted no time on that one.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Outside, White. On the wing, Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wiggins with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Well, this is who we know Derek White is. Excellent anticipation defensively. And what does he do? He makes sure his teammate gets an opportunity.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Thunder trailing by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
14 foul.
Pass to Jang. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 4 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Boston's shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Boston leading by 8. Pass to Cornette. And the layup's good off the glass.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Here's Caruso. They get it again. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. A second chance effort. Horford, no luck.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Dort wide open. The three-pointer, no good. Boston leading by 8. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
6 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Off with the layup. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Williams. Misses in close. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Right side, Tatum. Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. Here's Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Hartenstein's got 12. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead. But